films that kind of have a time clock, and the stakes get more and more dangerous as it goes on. We are actually on a old farm, and action! And the first scene is when we are introduced to the ScareCrow. We're going to set up the mood of the film.
I like the way it opens with this kid, this 4-year-old kid riding shotgun with his dad on a tractor combine, and then flash forward.
You're the soft-spoken ScareCrow.
Oh yes, I'm the soft-spoken ScareCrow. I don't talk a lot. I kill a lot. I've got a lot of anger issues.
Well, Nicole's going to take a dive out of the car, so we're going to give her a little bit of road rash. She's looking like she fell out of a car.
Yeah, we could throw anything her way, and she won't. Nicole will not complain about anything.
It's fun. It's part of the job, and physically, I've had to jump out of a car, roll down the road, jump out of a window, fall out of the window, trip and fall, scrape my legs. What else have I done? I think that's about it. Oh, and I'm falling out of a heating duct.
Oh, there you go. Wow. Is that too slow, too fast? Ladies and gentlemen.
7.8, 8.1.
I got choked by the ScareCrow, knocked down onto a map by the ScareCrow.
Flattened or squished against the door and their head explodes.
Cover that camera with plastic, because blood's going to be flying.
You ready? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my head, buddy.
That's this guy's head over here.
Look, I'm still alive. See, it's just magic.
3 people died. But don't tell their mommies.
Okay.
No, they're professionals. They grin and bear it and suck it up and don't tell me that they were hurt, even though I saw them crying behind the Star Wagons. All right, let's go. I got things to do, people to see, people to kill. I had submitted a list of horror people to York. Tony Todd was at the top of the list. Definitely when he has begun to you, yeah. And I mean it's the pleading of your life, but it's also the realization of how pathetic your life is, right? You know, and how empty and working with Tony Todd is. You know, I'm such a huge fan that that I had no idea how big of a fan I was. You know, and it surprised me how excited I got. Cut.
Hi, I'm Tony Todd, and today I'm playing a guy named Caleb. I think he's an important role because he sort of opens the viewer, the audience, and lets them into this world, this strange, disjointed, kind of kaleidoscope, tilted world. The whole thing of writer being in isolation, and what that means when a person isn't appreciated for what they do. And he's a fighter. He's still, I think, to his last breath, he's trying to pass the mantle. That I'm supposed to have stringy hair, and I wish you'd had, you know, we could have worked something out. Because in order to do a real good job in a thriller, I got to be scared, and that stuff. That's my preparation, because there's a lot to be concerned about, and I just want people sitting in the safety of their homes or in the theater to know that they're in good hands.
Coming to the set, the first day was very, very exciting. So when I found out I got the part, it's just a high just to know that you got the part, and telling your family and friends, and just being able to do something that you really love to do just is incredible. Like, I love to do it. I don't want it to end, you know, it's very fun.
When I'm looking at him, when he's saying, look at what you've done, am I looking at him standing or the ground where this is?
Mary goes through quite an adventure in ScareCrow too. She starts off just a regular college student, and her boyfriend is killed and becomes absorbed into the ScareCrow, and the ScareCrow chases her throughout the whole movie.
I played Dave. I become ScareCrow in a roundabout way.
In the course of this, many of her friends get hurt and killed, and just she has to go through a lot through the whole movie. And yeah, a tough few days for Mary.
Carl, you know, when he loses David early in the film, he's spiraling out of control, and so he needs David or the ScareCrow to hold on to in order to find his identity. So he's not in love with the ScareCrow, he just doesn't know who he is. He's an actor that just, okay, action, and he flips it on.
Dave, this wasn't our plan. You don't have to hurt her. Take me, please. Take me. We can be best friends. Your name is David Brunner. You live on my character, Carl, is best friends with David, who ends up turning into the Scarecrow. And so throughout the movie, I am trying to take Mary, his girlfriend, to him at the farm. And the whole time, he's following us, so.
As a Scarecrow.
Yes, it's a screwball comedy. But there is one sure way to know the Scarecrow is in your midst. By the Scarecrow pickup line. And the Scarecrow pickup line goes like this. Hey.
Action!
He kicks my ass, that's my living now.
What is it, twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays? From usually 7 to 11.
And then your girlfriend kicks my ass every Monday and Wednesday because you're late on Tuesday and Thursdays.
The Scarecrow likes to kill people with this. It started in the first movie. And I guess it's homemade, and he really likes to harm people. So he fights with it. Usually it appears out of nowhere. Usually he's just standing here and then all of a sudden it's out. It's like, we think he actually pulls it out of his crack.
Butler did it.
The babe lives.
Oh, yeah.
The cute chick lives, okay?
Scarecrow
The virgin lives.
Well, basically, the Scarecrow
The slut
mates, and
the slut dies.
They have small Scarecrow babies.
Todd on his spare time rolls up this straw and smokes it, okay? That's where he's getting these ideas from.
No, it's in the script, I swear.
And this location, driving up here, reminds me of kind of similar isolationist thing. And as we all know from studying horror film, the strangest things happen when you're isolated.
Between the stunts and the wind and being up at 3 in the morning, I think it was very hard on the crew.
The wind was just unbearable, but there was no escaping. And poor Nikki had to be in Daisy Duke shorts and the tank top.
The first day I was on set in this cold, cold weather, it reminded me of being back home in Wisconsin.
It's cold, but it's I was guaranteed it's going to be getting colder, so that's good.
A little bit claustrophobic. But a lot warmer than the wind chill that you guys are feeling.
This is Scarecrow number 2's mask, getting some final finishing touches, adding a few weeds. We'll put some burlap over the top, a little burlap hood, and he'll be ready to rumble.
The outfit is made of burlap, latex, sort of a fake burlap here. It's cotton, it looks like burlap. Anyway, I designed the mask, the hands, the feet, the pants. My roommate Mark Goodrich made the outfit here, along with my other roommate Eric Sontag that helped out, and kind of a collaboration. But people seem to dig it. Halloween I wore it, and sometimes when I'm driving home I wear it. Just why not?
Basically what we're doing is the death of the Scarecrow in ScareCrow 2. We're going to be firing a rocket from a simulated Laws rocket that's going to slide into the Scarecrow, and he's basically going to get vaporized. Because of the wind, we've had to cut down the flash explosion, but we're using 30 feet of 100-grain primer cord, which is basically what they use to take down buildings for implosions. So there's going to be a Scarecrow, and about 1/8 of a second later, there shouldn't be any Scarecrow left.
They are rebuilding the Scarecrow, better, faster, stronger, for $6, the $6 Scarecrow.
Actually, that's a condom full of Fuller's Earth, same thing we use for body hits. We use them because they break easy. Kind of frightening there too.
I should have never given up on ballet lessons. Never. I wouldn't be here today if I had just not given up.
I have a lot of animosity towards the Scarecrow. I heard he's a bad guy. He's cutting up teenagers left and right, so we're going to go ahead and take care of it. Pretty much all that's left. Is that what you wanted?
Rest in peace. No, for this next shot.
Somebody bring me some glue. We got to put it back together.
They believe in left-wing gender ideology and toxic critical race theory. We believe in two genders. There are men and there are women, two genders.
can run from me!